Well, hello, welcome. Get that candle ready. Time to celebrate. We have entered into the next phase of the moon, the sixth phase of the moon, which tells us we are in the sixth phase of the chakras, which tells us that we have entered into a new constellation. But welcome. This is your oracle meditation. These cards will help facilitate a message to guide us into this new phase. Here we start with breath. We connect back to breath and we work on that imagination. Here we take a message given to us by the oracle cards. We work on that imagination. When we work and tune back into our breath, we work on the pineal gland. And the pineal gland, that's where our imagination sleeps. When that pineal gland is activated through breath, we imagine inhaling the blessings, the medicine, and the magic that's floating in the air. And we simply exhale to make room. Do that with me. Inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. And exhale to make room. That's it. That's the key. Finding the time, making the time, and finding the rhythm. It's a process. So let's get started. Today, the direction that we sit in, or the moon phase that we sit in, is Cancer. Cancer is all about emotions, feeling those emotions, celebrating what you have discovered. Today, the direction that calls us, painted face, self-expression. This is that phase that we're in. Admiring who we are, discovering our magic, sharing our voice, that sense of self-discovery. That's the direction that we're sitting in. We're also sitting in, the Cancer also represents the breasts. And the breast is all about feeling supportive, feeling connected, not afraid anymore. The symbol that we get on our journey, the sweat lodge. Time to release those emotions. Time to wipe ourselves clean of what no longer serves us. Don't stop breathing. This is a good thing. That's you in the center of that card. That's you entering the sweat lodge. And do you see the bird carrying your prayers? Preparing ourselves for the journey. Celebrating what we have accomplished and honoring the process. The animal that steps forward to guide us, to help teach us today along the path that we are on to the sacred mountains, where we can climb to the top with an unobstructed view. Today, Brother Owl once again. Trust your knowing. I will do a better job, but I do shuffle before I put the cards out. I definitely shuffle. So that little shuffle that you see is just like a faux shuffle, but I'll do better. This bird medicine that comes in the night is telling us to no longer be afraid. We have an ally in the night sky, using that keen eye to watch over us at night. The painted face is reminding us to have that self-expression. The sweat lodge clearing away all that no longer serves us. Our ancestor that came before us, open your mind. You have infinite possibilities. Yes, he is an ancestor. This is a real person with real thoughts, with real feelings, who embodied an idea and lived through that idea. Was he perfect? No. Did he live his truth? Yes. Open your mind to that idea of self-expression. Let go of what no longer serves you. Imagine that with every breath you take, you release and make room for that infinite possibility. Trust the knowing. We are all on the team. You no longer have to try out. Now it's about practicing. It's about coaching each other with the information that we discover. Our soul coaching today is to make that commitment. Those sacred mountains behind her, that is where we're headed. But stop farting around. Stop making excuses for yourself. You've started this journey. Make that commitment to oneself that you will complete the journey. You're not doing it for nothing. No one works alone. No one conquers their fears alone. Know that we are all ascending. We have all ascended. And that ascending soul asking you to make that commitment is telling you to be that conscious creator. We've received this card again. Believe that what you are doing in the process that you've come through has helped you realize that anything is possible. That truly you have infinite possibilities. Do you realize that now? Do you hear that intuitive knowing calling you? We are on the path of self-expression, being asked to enter into the idea of a sweat lodge, releasing on a physical and emotional level all that we no longer need, having it leave our body and our thoughts, having it being carried away up to the sacred mountains, having our elder owl here to remind us to trust the knowing that they have our back. Our ancestor who walked the earth, asking us to open up your mind, that you have infinite possibilities. Make the commitment to yourself. Be that conscious creator. Listen to that intuitive whisper. It is asking you to activate that crown. Your crown, that's you. That's the pineal gland within inside of you. That is that idea of oneself. Tapping into that idea of royalty, of expectation, of leadership. You are being called to something greater, to be a cycle breaker, to use all that you know for greater good, to enter into your greater good. You were never meant to do it alone. Never meant to discover these qualities by yourself. We were all meant to work as a team. Bunch of heroes discovering their magic. Winter Soldier, forever by your side. If you know, you know. This man is a buddy forever. Lifetimes. But reminding us that our ancestors will be forever by our side. That star in the back, that's you. Always by your side. This is you. This is your intuition. This is what our ancestors are reminding us. Hid clues along the way to remind yourself. But you have to make that commitment. You have to be that conscious creator, no longer just dreaming of being the hero. You are being called. Called to activate that crown, to stand up for your tribe, to be that self-expression, to trust your knowing. Step up. The times are the toughest. You have come through a lot. Now it's time to open up your mind. Activate that crown. You have infinite possibilities. Do you see that? So let's do that. Let's use our imagination and go into a sweat lodge. By doing that, it starts with a body scan. A body scan? A body scan is where we imagine that there is a hoop hovering high above our head. Inhale, let that hoop go higher. Exhale, let that hoop sink down. Gently, slowly. Relaxing your forehead. Closing your eyes. Relaxing your jaw. Your neck. Your shoulders. Inhale, let it go all the way back up, as high as you can imagine. Exhale. This time, let that hoop create a bubble. That bubble's our transportation. That hoop, that's your relaxation. Sink. Inhale. Use that imagination and you imagine that hoop sliding down your body, casing you in a bubble, relaxing you, transporting you. Sink into the darkness. Sink. Hear that vibration calling you. Don't stop. If you've reached the end, simply close off your hoop. Imagine it turning into a balloon. Create a tether, like a rope or a root, a braid. Connect it back to Mother Earth and sink into the void. This is where we unlock that throat chakra. Give you back your voice. Harmonize it. Open your mind and imagine the infinite possibilities. Make a commitment to yourself. Imagine. Use your imagination or you'll lose it. Sink. Here in the dark, in the void, Great Spirit has brought each and every one of us here to reacquaint ourselves, to establish that commitment, and to promise each other to be forever by your side. We're being asked to remember your loyalty, to reconnect to each other with that brave voice inside of you that says, you aren't afraid to stand. You may be questioning your abilities, but it remains to be true that our relationship, our commitment is here to remind you that we have always been here for you, supporting you, encouraging you, and we will forever be here again. Now sink deeper, deeper into the darkness. Find that fire of the sweat lodge. sink. You found it. That bubble, that transportation helps you enter into your mind, to have that crown activation, to open up your mind. Trust that inner knowing. Once and for all, make the commitment to yourself and don't break it. Get closer together, closer to the fire, so we can create those droplets of sweat and wipe away as if they are useless emotions. Come on. Use that imagination and feel the warmth of the fire. Open up your mind. And let's do a session of EFT. EFT is where we imagine, where we release our emotional tethers. Allow our body to decide what our mind may be overwhelmed in doing. So this is our Control-Alt-Delete button. So find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop and tap, tap. This is how you wake up that emotional body. Move to your eyebrow and tap and repeat these words. I create a stress-free world for myself. Move to your side of your eye and tap and repeat. I create a stress-free world for myself. And move to your under your eye and tap. Side of your eye and tap. And repeat. I create a stress-free world for myself. Move to under your eye and repeat. I create a stress-free world for myself. Move to under your nose and tap. I create a stress-free world for myself. Under your chin, I create a stress-free world for myself. Technical difficulty here. Move to slide down your throat to your beginning of your collarbones and repeat. I create a stress-free world for myself. Under your arm, like you're giving yourself half a hug, and tap. I create a stress-free world for myself. Tap the top of your head and let that sink in. By doing that simple Control-Alt-Delete, you allow your mind to decide what it needs to let go of, and allows your body to enjoy the rest. You are that conscious creator. Our elders are here to remind us to trust that inner knowing. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Make that commitment to yourself. Let go of what no longer serves you. And create that stress-free world for yourself. So if you're ready, you did it once again. You transported yourself to a new dimension, activated and opened that mind. Don't stop breathing. It's breath that got you here. And it is breath that will take us back. So imagine, let that void call you once again. Good job. Welcome back. So wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Be reminded that you are a blessing. Don't let them change you. Have that self-expression. Trust your inner knowing. Open your mind to the infinite possibilities. Make that commitment once and for all. Be your conscious creator. You have activated that crown, that pineal gland. Being reminded that we are forever by your side. So release what no longer serves you and create a stress-free world for yourself, because you are that blessing in the world. So I offer you more blessings to you, to me, and to all who listen.